guess we're live. Great. Okay, sorry about that. Didn't know it was live. Okay. Well, wait a little bit. So I've had a little bit of difficulties here trying to set this up. So, okay. Good evening, everyone. Today is Simple Sunday. Thank you for signing in and watching my Facebook Live. My name is Anissa, and I'm with Stampin' with Anissa. And I'm hoping everybody's had a great week. What a way to end the week than to watch me. To show you some product and create, be creative with using Stampin' Up product. I will be showing you something from product from the mini catalog. It is ending. Mini catalog. This mini catalog ran from January to the end of June, which is Wednesday, June 30th. And so right now they have a last chance sale. So some of the items will be no longer be on. They're retiring. This one, I'm not sure if it is or not, but I know that it is not going to be, it's going to end as of the 30th. And it's called, I don't know if I said this, the Flowering Cactus Product Medley. I think it's a great group. It has great paper. It has everything in this medley that you're gonna need to create something super nice, super pretty. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and create this card. I love it. I think it's really pretty. I'm a cactus succulent person myself, so I don't know, you can't see this, but along this side of me, over here, I have a bunch of plants. I think one day I'll have to fix it up a little bit more, and I'll have to show you all the plants that I have here. But I always keep them close to me. I have a window on this side, and so all the sun comes in, and I have just a ton of plants, so I'll have to show you one day. But anyways, yeah, I'm a cactus / succulent person. I'm just a plant person. That's what I am. So anyways, let's begin. So I'm going to go ahead and move the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and block this out. Sorry about that. Okay. And sorry. I don't want to get you dizzy by moving it all around, and so that's why I'm covering it up. Okay, let's see. Hopefully, just try to get you in position here. Okay. Okay, good. So here's the card that we're going to make, and so this Flowering Cactus Product Medley is, let me show you, is in the mini catalog. And if you go onto my store website, actually my website, this is the mini catalog that's ending June 30th. And if you go to, this is a product that I'm gonna go show you. This is the medley that I'm talking about, and I'll talk about it a little bit more. I made this card. I didn't add the string. I don't know why I didn't do that, but I didn't. And it's similar to this, but doesn't it look pretty? I think. So the colors that go with this whole set are Calypso Coral, Heather Highland, Mint Macaroon, Mossy Meadow, and Pear Pizzazz and White. So those colors are what make up this whole thing here. And I love that. Like, I think I've mentioned this time and time again. They tell you what colors to use. It's a no-brainer, and then you just create. I love it. So they have markers, ink pads, all that. Everything matches. The thread here, what is that? Can't see because I'm blind. Yeah, the linen thread. It all matches. I think it's great. Anyways, so this is what I'm going to show you. Once again, this mini catalog is ending on June 30th. And there's a last chance sale going on right now. So some items in this catalog are discounted. So and I think this medley is not. But I think the refill is. So there's a refill with this. So in this medley, you get the die cuts, or the dies, okay? You get the stamp set, and then, this box down, you get all of this. So here's the paper that it comes with. I took it out of the plastic already, so I'm just going to throw that away. See, it has some of the, and so here's some designs here, but the dies fit the shapes of these pictures, but it also, like, it fits the stamps also. So, you know, you have a choice of either doing this or stamping and then cutting out whatever you stamped, and then here's your sentiments. So we'll be using "I'm always here for you." It's really nice. There's also a birthday one here. But anyways, I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. So this is the Flowering Cactus. Here's the dies. Here's some of the paper. So pretty, right? This is Calypso Coral, Mint Macaroon, Heather Highland, Mossy Meadow, what else? Mossy Meadow, and Pear Pizzazz. These are all the colors that make. And on the flip side, look you have more. I mean, I don't know. Aren't these? This is so cute. I love it. I love it. Then it also comes with these little, like, felt pieces, and I mean, they look sort of weird, right? Like, okay, what's this? And you see a bunch of thread, but really they're actually, and I think I used one of them. Oh yeah, let me get this. They're actually little flowers. See? Little flowers, or little pieces that you can put on your card and stuff. So, I don't know, really cute. Really, really cute. And this is Heather Highland, right? And then this is Coral Calypso. I love all these colors. They match really well with each other. I'm gonna put this back in. And then it also contains the linen thread, Coral Calypso. I'm not sure what this is, but to me it looks like crumb cake. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. So anyway, so put this all back. So I'm going to create this card. Now this is complicated. I know Simple Sundays for simple things, but I wanted to show you this card. I think it's so pretty. And I always put, if it's a colored base, I always put like a white piece in here for writing. But sometimes if it's a dark, like a black or a navy cardstock, I have a gel pen that's white, and I love to write in that. It's really nice. But anyways, so here's the card that we're going to create. And let me just go ahead and get myself set up here. And let's start doing this thing. Okay. So we are going to start off with, look in this card. So this right here is actually watercolor paper, and I didn't know this, but I ran out. Darn it. I ran out of the paper. So that's not nice. So I'm going to have to improvise and use regular cardstock. I think it's going to be okay. I did a test and it seemed to be okay, but I don't know. I'd rather use watercolor just because, I don't know, just for me it looks better, but we'll see. Okay. I took, so this background or the base is crumb cake cardstock, and this is 5.5 by 4 1/4, and so I'm gonna, 5.5 by, what is it? 5.5 by 8.5, sorry. So I'm gonna score it at 4 1/4. Okay, and score that. Take my paper trimmer, put it away. I'm gonna use my little boning thing here. There you go. Make the crease all nice and crisp. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my, I'm gonna start off by doing the sky. So the sky I made consists of Calypso Coral, Mango Melody, oh, and Pumpkin Pie. Yes, so these are the colors that I use to create that. Now, I'm hoping it's going to work on here because, you know, this is just regular vanilla cardstock. I use vanilla cardstock just because my watercolor paper was sort of brown tannish, and I didn't want to start off with a stark white, so we'll see how this works. I think this is already 4.5. Whoops, it's not. So, okay, we'll cut it later on. Let's just go ahead and start coloring here. So I'm going to start off with Calypso Coral, and we're using Stampin' Up brushes here. The bristles on this brush are so dense. It's so soft too. So let me see, Calypso Coral, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap that. Okay, and then what you do is you normally just start it off a little bit on the paper. So that's why I put this paper underneath, because you want to, before you start going into the actual paper. Now, I noticed that the the watercolor paper picked the color up so much better, I feel, than regular cardstock, but I'm hoping it's, this is going to be just, I'm hoping it's going to be okay. Okay. And okay. Now, look at that. Let me see if I could. Hold on 1 second. Okay, let me. Great. So, I use Calypso Coral. Sorry about that. I wanted to get my Facebook up so that I could see if anybody else is on, wanting to join me. And then I use the Pumpkin Pie for the middle part. You want to make sure that when you're using these brushes that you keep the brushes with the ink pad, because if you put your, you know, ink in the wrong ink pad, you're going to have to clean off your ink pad. And, yeah, that's not fun. Because you're going to have other colors in with all of, you know, that shouldn't be there. So, okay, start here. And you'll work your way in. I think I should have gotten a large, there you go. I think this is better that I do it this way. I swear, doing this is like, I don't know about you guys, but creating cards is very relaxing to me. So it's like my quiet time, right? I'm taking the Calypso Coral and I'm just going to go through it again to make the edges of where the pumpkin pie and the Calypso Coral meet, sort of smoothing it out, right? Okay. And, oh, you guys can't see this. Okay. Look at those colors. Aren't they pretty? They're just so pretty. I think I'm going to do this again. Pumpkin pie again. Ah! See, notice how it got all darker right there? I might put a little bit more on this side to get it so that it's darker. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add in the Mango Melody. So tap, tap, tap. Start it off here and work my way in. So pretty. You know, I swear I wish we had the other paper, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm going to take some of this pumpkin pie and sort of blend together the Mango Melody with the pumpkin pie, and then I'm going to take some of this Calypso Coral, blend this out. Okay, really pretty. I think it needs more of this pumpkin pie. It sort of went away. Oops! See? It got dark. It's because I didn't go and prep it here before I put it here. Now one side's darker than the other. I might have to cut that off. I need to trim it anyway so they can fit onto the card. Then do this. Okay. Looks good. I'm going to close this up because I can see myself putting my hands in it. And I'm going to put my brushes off to the side. So you notice it's a bit darker here because this is where I started. So this, I'm going to go ahead and trim the paper in order to fit the base. And, oh, wow. Looks very... When I'm looking at it, okay, I think I need to do a little bit more work on this. Let me do more of this pumpkin pie, just sort of do that. The Calypso Coral, oh, that looks good. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take the paper trimmer, and I'm going to go ahead and trim off this side. So it needs to be, I'm going to cut it. It needs to be 5 5.5. No, actually 5.25. So I'll cut it here at 5.25. Now I didn't need to go all the way down with that color because notice here I have crumb cake at the bottom. That's going to cover it, so I was okay with that. So that's 5.25. I'm going to cut off this side since it's a little dark here. I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. Okay. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to see, it's so different. I feel with the watercolor it blended, the watercolor paper it blended more. With regular cardstock it was a little hard to blend it, but you know, I did what I could. So some of these little pictures will go ahead and cover up some of my mess ups. So anyways, let's see. So now I'm going to take crumb cake here, right? And I'm going to, I'm just going to go ahead and cut like, let's see here. Oops. Take my paper trimmer, crumb cake. I think that is 4 inches across. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. This is going to be the ground, right, or sand. And I think I did this at, yeah, I did it like at 3 inches. So I'll cut it at 3 inches. Then what I did is I freehanded the hills. That's what I did. Okay. So I took my scissors and I sort of like eyeballed it, and I made the hills. Right? Goes like that. Wow, look at that sky. That is really nice. Okay, so now I've done that. Go ahead and put this away. I have to clean up at the same time because it's going to be a hot mess for me if I don't. So I take my my cutting embosser machine. This is my mini one. I love this little guy. Pretty cute. And here's the dies, right? And I'm going to pull this out and pull out the cactus. Oops. Notice this paper is too thick to go in, so I'm just going to cut a little bit of it. So it'll fit. So when you purchase this machine, this cut embossing machine, it comes with the plates already, which are great. It explains to you what plates go with what when you're doing certain processes, right? So that's helpful too. So with the paper, I put the die in for my little cactus, and I just run it through. I run it back and forth a couple of times just so I know for sure it's gone through. Okay. And where's my little big tool? So pretty. That's my cactus. And I'm going to need to do one in white also. Won't fit, so I'm going to cut it. My gosh, my room is blazing hot in here. I'm sweating like a crazy lady. And I've got lights on and so that you guys could see what's going on, and it's just creating too much heat. Just really hot. I've got the window open and it's still hot. It's like a sauna. So if I look a little shiny in the beginning of the Facebook Live, it's because it's hot in my room. Okay. Now, take my little pick tool, poke it out. It's handy to have these little holes in the dies so that you can pick that off, right? Okay. So, there's that. Now, it's important that you put these die pieces back right away, because I have done this before where I've misplaced it and I don't know where it's gone. I've lost it and I'm out of my mind trying to find it, so that's not good. Now we are going to what did I do with it? Sorry about this. Oh. Now I'm going to take the paper, this paper, and I'm going to cut out some of the pieces. So I cut out this one and this one with the die. So I just created these two little cactus pieces for this up here. And let's see here. I'm going to try to see if I could cut two at the same time so that, I mean, you could cut it at the same time. Yeah, let's do this. I'm picking these two. I mean, you could fussy cut. I don't like the fussy cut. That's not my favorite. I don't find that relaxing. So I choose not to do that. I'm going to use these dies. And I like to use these dies because I like to use my little machine here. I think it's fun. That's why I bought it. So that's why I use it. If I can use this, I will. I mean, if I am super lazy, then I'm not going to. So these are some great little, this is like made out of Post-it material. And these, so with the larger machine, cut and embossing machine, they used to have a metal or magnetic tape, and so it could, a magnetic plate, so it could hold the dies. Well, now they don't. And so these things, this is like, so they come in a roll and they're made out of Post-it material. And so I was using, I don't know what it's called, painter's tape or something. I think that's what it's called. And every time I used it, it would rip off the paper when I took it off after I run it through the machine. And so I was thinking, oh, that is a pain. Oopsies. Oh man, I thought it was going to work, but it's not. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this on first. So, if you don't notice this, I don't know if you can notice this here, but there's little pricklies here, and this die, they accommodated that. They made all these little grooves for the little needles or I don't know, spines, I guess they call them. I don't know. Okay, so there's that. And use this to hold it down. And it's strong too, which I like. So now I gotta redo this side, this little guy, because I moved it. Okay. Oh, you know what? I use this a bunch, so now it doesn't stick hardly. So I'm gonna use this tape here. Okay. this on. God, when you hear that crackling sound, I remember the first time I ever did this on my other embossing, cutting embossing machine. I thought I was gonna break the plates, but you don't. Anyways, I always do it a couple of times because sometimes they just don't cut all the way. So look at this. You take it off, it doesn't rip the paper. I love that. You could use it again. I use this way too many times, so it's time to throw that away. Look it. So cute, right? Okay. And then here's the other one. Keep that. Really cute. Okay. Like I said, put the dies back. You will lose them if you don't. And that's not fun. I've like torn my room apart just trying to find it and asking my husband, like, please help me find it. He's like, oh my god. I mean, you're missing one. Wouldn't you have to hate like ordering another die and just because you lost one die set? That's terrible. Okay, now I'm also gonna cut one of the little flowers. Well, actually, the larger flower. So I got to find the big one, which is one of these. And I should have cut this one too. Wasn't thinking. Oh, I don't think it would have fit anyway. So put that there. Put that down. Take my little pepperoni. And then put this on. Try to match it up as best as you can. Sometimes, like, you have to, wow, I got it right the first time when I was doing this. Now I can't. I gotta figure out where, I think, no, that's not it. Oh boy. So tiny. I have my reading glasses on, but it's not helping. Oh, there we go. Much better. Okay, so like this. Put this Post-it tape on. My other plate on. And try to push it through. Sometimes you gotta give a little elbow grease into it. One more time. And okay. Now take this off. I swear I love this tape. Okay. And voila. Uh-oh, I might cut a little bit of the pieces here because notice how it's a little sharp there. I'm probably just going to take this and just sort of... It's okay. So that's for that. And I put this back. We will not be using the machine anymore, so I'm going to put that away. Give me some room. Like I said, it's a hot mess, so I got to clean this up. Okay. Now, I am going to start an assembly. Oh, but I need to do this little guy. So this little guy is going to be painted in Pear Pizzazz. Use the back side of this. So here's Pear. I like Pear Pizzazz. I love this green. Now, when I was younger, I didn't really like green, but I don't know. As I've gotten older, I really do like green. Oh, So I thought I had one of those sponge daubers, but I don't. But we used to have this in the catalog. I don't think we have it anymore. But these are the little spongy things, and I cut them in little pieces, so this helps. So I'm just going to use this. And I'm going to go ahead and paint. Paint, paint, paint. Give it that color. Yeah, you do this, and I come walking out of this room with my come walking out of this room with my hands all different colors. Look like I was in preschool or something. Okay, that is so pretty. Anyways, that is Pear Pizzazz. Okay. So, go ahead and we got these. Here's our sky. Okay, so what I did was I go ahead and I take Tombow glue. Like I said, I love Tombow glue. I went ahead and I put glue on the edges because I'm going to insert some of the cacti? I don't know what's called. Anyways, I'm going to put some of the, I'm going to put it on the edges. Okay, like so. See, I covered up the white at the bottom. And now I'm going to, so I'm going to position it first, okay, see what it's like. But, you know, it's not going to match completely the same. It doesn't even look the same as what is in the picture, but that's sort of like, I cased it, right? Case means to copy and share with everyone. So, that's a Stampin' Up thing. Okay, I'm going to put this behind. And it's going to go like this. Okay, like that. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue. I'm not going to put glue on the bottom because then, might not. Well, maybe I will. Okay, like so. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this in. I'm not going to put it all down yet because this is going to go in. So I'm going to put glue. Now notice it has holes. I try to put the glue around the other. I mean, it's going to come out, but it'll dry clear. Okay. Slide this in. Okay. Press that down. And now I'm going to take the Pear Pizzazz one. Gotta put it at the top, the glue at the top, so that it doesn't like curl, especially since I bent it. And put that in like so. Make it a little lower. Oops, I'm hoping I can get it in lower, but I guess I can't. So it is what it is. Okay, now I completely press it down. And I'm going to, on my little purple flower, put some glue on here. I'm going to try to put glue all over. Okay. Oh, this is when this is handy, right? I flip it over. Okay, and I take my little, it has little sticky stuff to it. And I put it right around here. Okay, and remember the felt that I showed you in the medley kit. I just took a couple of these. So I'm going to take this little one, and there's an even smaller one. Okay, and I just used glue for this. Make sure you put it on the right side. Okay. Ah! That's not good. Okay. And you could tell what side is what on the felt. Okay, like so. Now, I'm going to take this piece and put that on. I know this is not a simple card, but I really wanted to show you what you could do. I'll probably make, I've got this kit, I'll make some other cards that are not so complicated, and I'll post it, and you can go on my Facebook page to see, or my blog page. My blog page, and my there we go. We'll have the measurements of all this and the colors, so if you're interested, there is a host code for this month, and if you use it and purchase $50 or more, I will send you a thank you by giving you one of my retired, by giving you a retired stamp set, or possibly bundle. Okay, so I've got that. Okay, before I put this on the base, I still need to do the sentiment, and so I will take part of that vanilla, where's the vanilla? Okay, I did have it. Hold on a second. Bear with me. What? That's no fun. Hold on a second. Let me get some vanilla. Okay, here, we'll use this. Scraps. So let me get my paper trimmer and clean, get a good cut on here so I could get it, make sure that I so that it's straight. Okay, let's go ahead and now we're going to go back to shading. If you notice, I did it, not shading, did some brush work, and it was Calypso Coral and the pumpkin pie that I used. Okay, this is the Calypso. So you take it, put it here first to, so that you don't get a big clump of color on your paper. Okay, and then I'm going to offset it, or add the pumpkin pie to be underneath it. So I will turn it this way, start it off, and bring it in. You know, that Calypso coral makes the sky look so... Have you ever seen a sky be red? I have. Really pretty, right? It's sort of, and it doing this, sort of, you see that. I think that's so cool. That's really pretty. Okay. Sort of, I'm blending it in with the Calypso coral. Okay. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and, let's see here, straight, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and let's dry this out a little bit, and let's see. We are going to stamp it. Oh, here. We're going to emboss. So I'm going to get some white embossing powder. And first of all, we're going to take our little, I don't know what this was called, de-static pad. I don't know. It has like a powder in it. And so I think I've told you this before. It just sort of wipes. It ensures that the embossing powder doesn't go on anywhere it shouldn't be, anywhere other than where this Versamark is going to be. You know, it was crooked when I was doing it, and it's driving me crazy. There we go. Okay, so you take it, punch it. Oh, let me open this up first. Move these out of the way. Have my little spoon ready. Okay. Punch. Now, I gotta take a look at this. And, oops. Hold on a second. It'd help if I had it the right way. Okay. I really like the photopolymers. This is what this is. It's clear like this. You could see we're supposed to be stamping. Okay. Hope this works. Last time I did this, a bunch of the powder stuck everywhere else where that it shouldn't have. I think I did pretty good. There we go. Okay. Looks very nice. Now I'm going to take my heating tool. I'm going to close this because I could see everything flying. Put this away. Now, turn on my heating tool. I'm going to put it here, waiting for the powder to melt. It takes a bit. You can tell it's starting to melt when you see it gets shiny. Okay. Cool. Now, just let it. I'll make sure of it all. I've done it before where I'm heating it up and then you think you do it all and you realize you touch it and then you didn't, and some of the powder comes off and you have to do it all over again. Okay. Cover this up. Put this away so it doesn't dry. That's bad. Okay. So, let's see here. Let me go ahead and put the stamp away because I could see myself not knowing what I'm doing, so I'm wiping it on my chamois to clean off the Versamark that's on it. And put it away. Now I'm going to cut it. And where's my paper trimmer again? So I'm going to cut this little guy. Cool. Now I'm gonna get the backing of it. So here's our sentiment, and I'm gonna put the little border on there. So I'm gonna right now. I think this is, what is this? Make this 3/4 of an inch. Oops, this is crooked. So I'm going to do it here. So I'm going to take some Tombow glue, put it on the back side. Okay. Take my little scissors here and cut it. You can move it still, so you can just sort of move it around. Now I'm going to take dimensionals and put it on the back side to give it some lift. Great. Put that over and go ahead and put it on the top. I hope it's straight. Sorry, I gotta put my head in there because I can't see. And now I'm going to put it on the base. So I'm turn it upside down. Take my Tombow glue. I'm telling you, I love Tombow glue. There's nothing wrong with the other adhesives that Stampin' Up has. It's just that once I put it down, I'm committed, and then it makes it hard to shift around because you can't shift it around. It's so strong that you can't move it anymore, and I am not the greatest at trying to lay it down the first time, so I like to use the liquid stuff, the Tombow glue, to get it down. So there you have it. You know what? I realized that the colors on the cardstock paper are brighter than what's on the watercolor paper. So, there you have it. I mean, look, you get, looks the same, but it has a different effect. If you wanted more muted, you could go with the watercolor. If not, you can do the cardstock. So, anyways, there you have it. This is for Flowering Cactus Product Medley. You have all the items that I went over with you before. They have the die with it. Now, this medley has the die, has the where is it? Okay, it has the die, the dies. So it'll have the dies, the stamps, the little felt pieces that I talked about, all that paper. love paper. And like I said, dice, and then the linen thread, you get all that, and that's $70. So, and you could get snippets. I mean, it's going to add up. So if you want, and you think it's going to total be $125, like I said, go ahead and go for the demonstrator kit. I mean, if you're a hobbyist, that's how I started doing it, is just by, you know, being a hobbyist. And that's what I did, because the total of all of the products that I ordered was like, I forgot what the deal was then, but right now it's $125 for $99. And so, you know, you can't beat that at all. And look at all what you could make with it. I'm going to make more. There's some simple things that I can make using the kit, or this medley. And if you use all of your items, they have a refill kit. So, like I said, all of this will be gone on Wednesday, the 30th, and that's when our last chance sale also ends. Mini catalog will be gone. We'll have a new mini catalog, and that will start for demonstrators. You can pre-order as of July, and then for general public, it's going to be August. So if you want the opportunity to look and see what's there to order for July for the new mini catalog, you know, become a demonstrator, or at least take advantage of the starter kit. And so the items that you order for $125 can go towards your starter kit. And yeah, it's great. So anyways, if you purchase $50 or more, I will be posting my June host code, and if you order $50 or more, I will send you a thank you gift. It's going to be a retired stamp product or bundle. I appreciate everything that you guys order, and also thank you for spending the time with me tonight. If you have any questions, leave a comment, you know, share my video. I'd love it if you could share my video, and give it a like. Okay? Well, anyways, good night, everybody, and take care. Goodbye.